So the main point that we have said is that these election results are an overwhelming mandate on which people were concerned. But all this could be pushed into the background. Narendra Modi-led BJP, NDA, and most opposition parties, barring a few in some states, particularly Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and few others, most of the other opposition parties have incurred a big loss. Amongst these, the left has suffered a severe setback, and particularly in our strongholds. The BJP, according to us, could very successfully shift the popular narrative away from the day-to-day problems that the people faced during its last 5 years of rule and the hardships imposed through demonetization, through GST, through the price rise, through various unemployment, the farmers' crisis. All these issues were live issues. By the alternative narrative that they projected. And that was a narrative built around communal nationalistic jingoism, the fight against terrorism post-Pulwama, and on the basis of that narrative, they were successful in pushing this back, the agenda of the people's livelihood issues. And this was done through a host of methods. One was, of course, the effective use of technology and its instruments or tools of messaging, backed by big data analytics. And this micro-level social engineering, for example, what happened in the assembly elections in UP, where you had the non-Yadav backwards and the non-Jatav Dalits specifically targeted, each micro caste group, and by mobilizing that, they could also break the. And we have not witnessed an election like the 2017 election, where money power played a very, very big role. And also there were other factors like the Election Commission's role that also permitted the build-up of such a persona narrative, as a personal narrative. And naturally, all this work was assisted by the vast network of the RSS affiliated organizations and the NGOs. As far as the left is concerned, these elections have resulted in a big erosion in our strongholds, particularly in Tripura, Bengal, and to some extent in Kerala. The Politburo discussed the initial reports from the secretariats of the important states that are represented in the Politburo.
Subscribe our channel. Please press the bell icon.